All right, hello and welcome back to the Switch the Field podcast. I'm your host, Alfredo, with our resident referee and coach who actually started refereeing again,
Sebastian Marquez,
and our resident fullback,
G. Roach.
And some of us here are battling devastating illness after watching Chelsea Football Club go down to Newcastle. But you're soldiering on, buddy. And this weekend, we had the last weekend of the Premier League before the World Cup break. And I'm not going to lie, I could not be happy that we're finally going to stop watching football, bro. At Premier League football, at least.
No more Chelsea, brother.
Dude, I get peace for like a month. Oh, no, not peace, because I have to watch the U.S. play in the World Cup. But I get peace from watching Chelsea, dude.
I guess you and I are happy for different reasons. I am never been happier to see Arsenal Football Club go top of the Premier League for Christmas. My brother in Christ. I never thought I'd see the day.
Doesn't matter, bro, because the last 5 times that Arsenal has been at the top of the league at Christmas, they haven't won the league. So,
also, I think we need to shut the podcast down, bro, because since we started this, Chelsea haven't won a game.
Keep it booming.
Brighton lost, Arsenal lost this weekend against Newcastle, bro. I'm going to just leave.
I think everything sounds normal to me.
It's crazy. We start the pod, and now Arsenal are up top, and now Chelsea are at the bottom, bro.
But Man United stay at mid-table.
I'm in hell, brother.
Hey.
So we had some movement. Liverpool with a 3-1 win over Southampton jumped up to 6th in the Premier League. Brighton and Chelsea went down after their losses. Chelsea free falling down the table after picking up injuries and also just being ass. Villa, Leicester, Bournemouth, they moved up after their wins. Leeds, West Ham, and Everton down, flirting with the relegation zone after this weekend. But we're going to lead the show off with your boys. Picked up a pretty good win against Fulham. I want to start off with the game before we get into all the other nonsense. You guys played pretty well, created a lot, and I think Garnacho did well. I really like him. He did well to continue his run to get the goal to win the game for you guys really late into stoppage time.
He clearly wanted more than Mbabu. How do you get outpaced that bad? It was clearly just hunger for that goal.
Low key though, Garnacho got that dog in him.
Garnacho does have that dog in him. He's one of those players that he has a very, very strong ego, and that's why he didn't get into the team in the beginning of the season, but that's shifted. The ego's back, and it's in a good side, in a good season with a good amount of players. But so far, this time, I mean, Casemiro again, phenomenal in the entire game, and Christian Eriksen with a goal and an assist. He played very well in the first half. I will say that.
I mean, word to Sebi from last week. Fulham did create a lot of chances. I feel that they should have left with something.
I would have liked them too. I mean, Tim Ream had that header that forced a really good save out of De Gea. Tim Ream.
Now you don't like it.
That's not how that goes, though, because in the first half we created like at least 5 chances to score, and we just didn't.
And in the second half, Fulham created plenty of chances as well.
Fulham created at least 2 to 3
pretty solid chances too.
De Gea, you guys need a couple good saves out of him to stay in it. So
no. Listen, balls.
But yeah, so you guys picked up a win against Fulham. A really good game, actually. I'm not gonna lie. But somebody's GOAT is making noise for the wrong reasons. I will say, somebody's GOAT is moving like la caca.
But look, so the first few things with my GOAT is Ronaldo. I don't know why. I don't know why he did it. He just decided to put on an interview, and with the worst possible person in English media, Piers Morgan, which is, I don't understand, because I think he got used as well with Piers Morgan. So with Piers Morgan, literally they waited 3 days, and now it's the death of his daughter. Now they speak about the death of his son. I'm sorry. So now after the 2 days, just strictly on football, now he wants to take out a video about the death of his son. So like now you can see how the media works there. It's saddening, to be honest. But speaking back onto what Ronaldo said, The things with Erik ten Hag, I disagree with. The things on Wayne Rooney was just was just funny, but like he shouldn't have said it. But
I look better, which is true.
but then he started calling out the Glazers and said that they don't care about the football club, which has been said for I don't know how many years, but it's the truth. The jacuzzi, the pool, all of this stuff. There's no modernization to the club.
Chef.
Everything. If you look at the back of Old Trafford, there's nothing new. So it's all true.
Yeah, what I've seen from the interview, which comes out tomorrow in full, right? Yeah, so by the time, I don't think it'll be out by the time you guys see this, but he did some good, in my opinion, by calling out the Glazers and saying, calling out their lack of, improvement on the club since they took over.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he disrespected Ten Hag badly from
did.
what I've seen so far. Also, just this terrible time for it to come for United.
Yeah.
I mean, when you guys are actually picking up points and playing well, this is similar to what, it's not on the same scale, but it's similar to what Lukaku did at Chelsea last year, just derailing everything for you guys.
Yeah. And it's just like it sucks that it's a player of his stature. So him coming out with an interview like that, specifically right after we had just gotten a good win against Fulham, picking up form and all that, it sucks. But I mean, Ronaldo's still a GOAT of the game.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
It sucks. It sucks.
He saw the comparisons for the Fulham winner and he said, I can't have this right now.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not much to say right after that about Ronaldo. Just I think he's gone in January. This was the final straw. This was the final straw, and he's absolutely gone.
The thing about him is that where would he go? Who's gonna take him at this point?
I don't know. He'd have to look at clubs that would even think about, yeah, okay, buddy.
Craig Burley said on ESPN FC today that nobody wants a 38-year-old problem, and he's right. Like,
I agree.
Maybe it's not going to be as bad as it is with United this week, but he brings a lot of baggage, and he's gonna make a lot of demands in terms of wages and playing time, and Ronaldo is just not content with being a squad player, and I don't see that changing at any top club right now. I mean, what team that can realistically challenge for the league or the Champions League could really use him as a starter right now?
Probably the only team would be Bayern Munich, but I don't even think they want him. They don't want to deal with that, with the stability of their club, how they've been, I don't know how many years, but they've been successful without needing an egotistical type player. So it for Ronaldo, it's go back to Sporting or time to look at the MLS, in my opinion.
I don't think Ronaldo fits Bayern or the whole Bundesliga style of play and philosophy. If any team would take him, I'm not gonna lie, it would be Chelsea.
Probably would be
because
Chelsea too.
we're already ass. We're already a banter club. There's so much toxicity within the club that it's like, what would adding Ronaldo do at this point, to be honest? Half the team already wants to leave. Half of them already should leave. And Todd Bowley wants stars. I'm not saying it's the right move, but I would not be surprised if that happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Ronaldo's number 7. Who's Kante's number 7 right now? But do you think Kante gives that up to Ronaldo?
He shouldn't, bro. Ronaldo can wear number 93 for all I care, bro. Guy needs to earn that 7 back.
Oh, man.
But before we get to Charity FC, we're gonna talk about a big match that had a lot of consequences at the top of the Premier League. City and Brentford. Brentford actually gave City a good game despite having a lot less of the possession. City did not look at their best. They held the ball a lot. They shot a lot, but led to nothing.
Discussing missed chances, like blatant that they should be scoring. Just typical Man City trip up. Every season, you get at
they
least
have this
one
dud.
Those,
yeah,
and it was bad this time.
I'll give credit to Pinnock and Raja. They were very good at the back. Raja with his goalkeeping ability, and Pinnock was, I forgot how many clearances he had, but he had
it's actually
a bit amount.
Man City had 3 times as many shots, but 2 less shots on target. Like that's how non-clinical they were.
And Brentford with the quality of counterattacks that they had, they pulled them out at the right times.
Yeah, they did well to create. They didn't create a lot in comparison to what City did, but they created good chances. They had a lot of quality in those. And Ivan Toney came back scoring 2 goals after being left off the roster for
10
England. 10
goals on the season now.
Yeah, made a big statement for Gareth Southgate. And that second goal deep in the stoppage time. Like, like MLS type chaos to create that much stoppage time, man. Gundogan fell asleep big time on that. I think the City defense in general just went to bed on that and left Ivan Toney open.
I don't know how Akanji just let him walk by on that second goal. Like, bro,
yeah,
come on, you got to do better.
They turned off at the worst possible moment. Because this loss puts them 2 games behind Arsenal.
Doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. Every time they're at 5 times in Christmas, bro. It doesn't matter, bro.
No, I don't care.
I would say it would be such an Arsenal thing to bottle this late out in the season.
Bro, they are, bro. They are.
I want to believe they are, but I just...
It looks too
5
good.
times at Christmas, and they've bottled it all
Things
5
are
times.
Things are different.
This does feel different. I'm not gonna lie. However, Arsenal have a 5-point lead at the top of the league with a game in hand on 3rd place Newcastle. So, man, when we come back in a month and a half, it's gonna be different because I think the schedules are gonna get a lot more congested, and there's gonna be a lot more games in the second half of the season than there was before the World Cup break. But Arsenal, man.
I have a quick question for you, Giancarlo. Do you think that it's better to just get eliminated from the EFL Cup and the FA Cup and just focus on Europa League and the league?
Absolutely. 100%. The EFL?
No, I get the EFL, but the FA Cup,
we're getting top 4. Like that's a lock. I don't think that there's any question. There shouldn't be any question.
No, but I mean, like, but instead of having extra games to try and challenge to win the league.
The only reason we would FA Cup doesn't even get Champions League regardless. It gets
No.
League.
No, yeah.
So there's
the
no
winners
point
get Europa
of the
League.
FA Cup. We've won it enough times. I mean, I don't think it's really a milestone for our club anymore.
But it would have been a milestone.
I mean, yeah, like 3 seasons ago, but right now our minds are on top 4. Well, that was what it was to start the season. Now it's winning the league.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say Arsenal should tank those competitions, but it's a lot smarter in my opinion. Yeah, to put all your eggs on the Premier League, because their main goal, obviously, winning the league, I don't think was on the cards for you guys before this season. No. It is now though. Definitely, you want to lock up top 4 because you guys haven't been there in ages. Like, it's been ages, bro. It's been a really long time.
I just want to say, you all laughed at me when I said Arsenal would get top 2, huh?
Hey, but I said you guys would get top 4.
No. You all laughed when I sent my predictions and you guys put ha-has on my message.
You all laughed.
Who's laughing now?
I'm laughing. Well, every time I see my team play, it brings me so many laughs, bro. And so, moving away from Arsenal, what I'm not gonna do about Chelsea is get on here every single week and scream and complain and say nonsensical things about Chelsea. It's gonna get old. But my goodness, bro, this team is soft as fuck, bro. Like, for Chelsea, by the way, never looked threatening.
No,
the moment we went down 1-0, bro, it's over. I've never felt that with this team. Well, actually, no, I have. That's a lie. But like these last couple years, it's been that way. But before like 2020, I've never felt that Chelsea could lose a game and get back in. I mean, could go down in a game and get back in it, bro. And one that's pissed me off is every week, like, somebody has to start some beef with the other team, bro. And it's Kai Havertz every single time, bro, starting beef because he's mad that he's ass and he's mad that the team is ass, bro. Pisses me off every time, bro. Chelsea got dominated in literally every single aspect of this game, bro. And I never felt like Chelsea we're gonna get back in. I don't think any team in the league needs this break more than Chelsea do right now.
I agree.
Potter needs it. The team needs it. And these players just need to clear their minds, bro. The ones that aren't going to the World Cup, go on a month-long vacation, bro, and get away from this shit, bro. The players that are going, just find joy in your national teams and raise your stock and then get sold. Like, please, bro. Like,
I agree, man. There was no attacking threat to that Chelsea squad, and Newcastle were just on it.
This World Cup really might be the MVP for Chelsea. If players like Ziyech and Pulisic could raise their stock playing for Morocco in the US and raise their value so we can get as much out of them in January, that would be so good, bro. But these players are bums, bro. Nothing, bro.
There was literally no passion in that game.
Bro, no. The only time they have passion is when one of the other team's players wants to talk a little shit because they're better, deservedly so. The only time they show any bit of edge, bro. It makes me sick, bro. I'm not gonna. I'm getting on here and complaining again, but damn, bro, it gets old.
Damn, we're sorry.
I think Alfredo set up a total of one time during the whole 90 minutes of the game. The rest, he was lying down, like frustrated, like no hope.
It's because
He
you
was
guys
not happy.
really didn't create any chances in that
Yeah.
game. There was nothing to Chelsea's attack. I didn't see anything,
There's
but
no-
I saw
no
Newcastle
bark.
moving up and forward, back and forth, back and
I mean,
forth.
It did take a banger from Willock to get past Mendy,
Yeah.
but I mean, I feel like they were gonna get it anyway, bro. They were on our ass, bro. Everything about this team is so depressing right now. Like, I genuinely so glad we get this break. Unless,
But even the goal, like when Almiron got the ball, why is the ball bouncing on a long ball? Someone's got to put their head on that shit.
soft ass defenders, bro.
You never let the ball bounce, and that's exactly why you don't let it, because they create chances.
Yeah.
Defenders get mixed up.
I mean,
Sad.
like I said, we're dealing with a ton of injuries, but it's not an excuse, man.
At all. It's different between dealing with a ton of injuries and not being able to play the style that you want, and dealing with a ton of injuries and just not having fight.
Yeah, and even when we didn't have these injuries, like Reece James was just covering everything up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, bro. Like Reece James was just making it look less bad than it really was, but man, it's bad right now.
It's bad.
But whatever, bro. We get back on December 27th now against Bournemouth, which I'm like 30% confident we'll get a win in, bro, because we know what Bournemouth do to us, man. But yeah, there's some other results around the league. Leeds again. Another chaotic game, bro. Like they cannot have a week free of chaos, bro. And this time they come out on the wrong end. Tottenham gets 2 goals in the last 10 minutes, 2 minutes apart, to take the lead.
That
Leeds-
fourth goal was disgustingly bad defending. Like,
I was just about
They
to
were
say,
horrible defensively the entire game, though. They were
Yeah.
awful.
Leeds have an awful back line. They're so bad at defending. Although I'm not gonna lie, on the first goal I did think Benlier got fouled.
oh yeah,
Yeah. I don't. That's what I wanted to get on. Also,
Yeah.
what is the point of VAR? There's
Yeah.
no point in VAR if that's not impeding the goalkeeper.
I get the strategy if you're gonna put players on the goal line, but they low-key pushed them into
They
the goal,
pushed them
bro.
into
They
the
made
goal.
they made it hard for Benlier to get to the ball at all.
VAR checks it and goal stands. I don't understand
Doesn't make
what it's for, to be honest.
They were saying like, oh, he didn't put his arms up, which makes it hard for the ref. What do you mean? He moved him with his momentum into the goal. He couldn't
Yeah.
punch the ball.
Yeah.
Bro, just because you don't have your arms up doesn't mean it's not a foul. If that was the case, then we'd never see a foul when it's a body to body from behind because he didn't use his arms. That's terrible logic by the refereeing.
But besides
Yeah.
that, I thought Leeds did way more than enough to even win that game. But
Yeah.
the defense let
Dude,
them down.
their attack is firing every single week, bro. Somerville's been on fire lately, bro.
And Rodrigo with
Yeah.
2 beautiful goals. as
Rodrigo
well.
played insanely well. Brendan Aronson did well to move the ball again. Tyler Adams, although he got the red card, which made me happy to see, because the quicker you get the guy to the game, the quicker he gets on the plane to Qatar. They played really well too. I thought their attack is so fluid as of late. Like
Yeah.
they're moving the ball well. They're actually connecting. They connected passes better than they had in previous weeks this weekend. But that back line is literally going to cost them a spot in the
Yeah.
Premier League if they keep it up like this.
Now it's like we used to see Leeds as like not like no instinct to shoot the ball or to score. Now every time the ball's like bouncing the second chance, you see Leeds pouncing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Rodrigo goal, the first one he had, he pounced on
Yeah.
that. And it was a great finish. The
Yeah.
striker's instinct to
The
score.
second one too. Just took one touch, picked his head up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
banged that into the bottom corner.
yeah.
And I think Somerville being integrated into the team a lot more is giving them a huge boost because he really didn't feature that much at the beginning of the season. But man, Tottenham. So unfortunate for Leeds, they got a win just based off terrible play in the back line.
Yeah.
I really thought Leeds deserved something out of this game.
Yeah, I also did.
But yeah, really unfortunate for them. Now Arsenal, on the other hand, the other team in North London, I thought not much to say from the game in my opinion, other than Arsenal won convincingly in my opinion.
Whatever. You guys beat 20th place fodder.
I mean, we looked flat in the first half, but the link-up play for the second goal. Yeah, the second goal for both goals. I mean, but the second goal was a little bit of a mistake from the right back. But regardless, it was still a beautiful play. Martinelli with the back heel and then across. It was a rebound, but we had players in the box, and we looked good.
Yeah.
You guys are playing really good football, and I can't I'm gonna hate, but
We've definitely seen better Arsenal performances than that though, and
Absolutely.
even then
Yeah.
they still look pretty solid, bro.
Mhm.
And on top of that, like we mentioned already, they extended the lead at the top of the Premier League.
The only thing that worried me was that there were a couple counterattacks that should have been lethal, but because of the lack of talent. I mean, Saliba and Gabriel are doing great jobs at covering up our mistakes and their counters. But besides from that, I mean, we need to clean up a little bit on backtracking, because sometimes they get like a 4-on-4, and then it just leads to a hopefully Ramsdale saves it. Not that, you know, it's really much of a doubt, but there's still obviously that possibility that they can score off a counter every single game. Just like Man City, we're just stronger defensively, which is why I think that we could do it. Yeah, and the creativity of your players in attack is, I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun to watch. I hate to say it, really hate to give Arsenal praise, but they look good, bro. For your sake, because I know of our many fans that watch this show every single weekend. I don't want to see any Chelsea fans being upset at me for giving Arsenal praise, but just for your sake specifically, I hope that they hold it up. Just because it made me happy to see one of our boys happy. About some damn time.
It's been many years.
Many years.
I've been mudded in the group chat thousands of times, bro. I need this one moment.
Many years, by the way. Like,
if I could,
many, bro. It's way too many.
If I could see Ben White holding up the Premier League, I'm happy. Bro, this guy, £50 million for this guy stinks.
Yo,
and he deserves that right back.
But look, listen.
He deserves it, because that guy is class.
We employ Harry Maguire, bro.
Magoo.
Harry Magoo.
I mean, the starting center back and captain for the English national team.
Oh my god.
But yeah, around the league, Liverpool, Southampton, solid win for Liverpool.
Solid
I think they
game.
deserve to win it. Nunez picking up form.
Yeah, I criticize Nunez a lot, but he's been playing very solid. So.
I saw something that was like, Nunez casually getting back into the Golden Boot race after tripping over himself 3 times a game.
Bro, I mean, good for him, bro. Picking up form just before the World Cup. He's gonna be crucial for an Uruguay team that is gonna be my pick to be the dark horse in the World Cup. But whatever, we'll get into that tomorrow in our World Cup prediction videos. But yeah, it's a solid win for them, convincing for them, and they got back into the top 6 finally, looking a lot more like themselves lately. Firmino got a goal, making his case for
I don't know how
getting left off the Brazil squad for the World Cup.
You're gonna tell me Richarlison? You're gonna tell me Richarlison makes it over Firmino?
Insanity.
Was mind-boggling, bro. I understand national teams have these teachers' pets players that coaches love to call in, but Firmino's been involved in that team for way too long. He's playing way too well to have been left off.
Only reason Richarlison got on there is because that 2019 Copa America. I can't find another reason.
Yeah, I mean, that happens with these national teams all the time, though. Like, previous performances are going to get you called into the team, but Firmino being left off is criminal, bro. Yeah. And he brings the veteran mentality you need to have in teams that are built to go far in the World Cup. So I thought...
Bro, he's been extremely clinical.
Yeah.
Like 13 games, like 7 goals and 3 or 4 assists. I mean, come on. How do you leave that out?
Yeah.
Terrible.
In the Premier League, too. And he's not even getting consistent minutes like that.
Yeah.
You have stats like that with inconsistent minutes, that's incredible.
Yeah. The big snub, and... I mean, good for him personally. Bad for us, because Liverpool's picking up wins.
Yeah.
And my club isn't. But we also had Bournemouth, Everton. Huge win for Bournemouth.
Yeah. Nice 3-0 win.
Kiefer Moore picked up a goal. Not good for the U.S.
Pickford with a bad
Pickford.
bad game right before the World Cup.
Yeah, but
but
Pickford
he's gravy.
Pickford in the England jersey, bro. He's a English Ochoa, bro. That
guy could play fodder for the entire season, but that's the second that crest comes on. It's prime Neuer.
Brother is different gravy in an England shirt, bro. But yeah, Kiefer Moore got over the top for that, which concerns me considering our U.S. potential center back pairing at the World Cup. But regardless, 3-0 win for them. Nottingham Forest picked up a win.
Good quality win against Crystal Palace.
Probably the least notable game of the weekend, but it helps them in their efforts to get out of the bottom 3, which was good for them. And then we also had Villa beating Brighton. Brighton dropping out of the top 6 after that win. Just honestly think they got really unlucky.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, moving down the table for them, and I think that's it for the weekend. West Ham. Oh, that's right. Leicester did pick up another win against West Ham. Leicester again keeping their hot streak they've been on.
Crazy how they just flipped their season.
Yeah, it's insane.
One week to the next, they went from like 7 losses, and then
they
all
hadn't
of a
picked
sudden,
up any
only
wins.
lost one, yeah,
Yeah.
and then only one loss in like the past like 6-7
Yeah.
games.
I mean,
It's
credit to
insanity.
the executives there. Like,
Yeah, for
keeping
holding on to
faith.
Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah,
They
keeping
really
faith.
got it out the mud.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's another good win for them. Hopefully James Madison is okay. I really would hate to see him miss the
That
World Cup with
that would
England.
go.
But yeah, it's unfortunate timing for him. But I think he's gonna be fine.
I
though.
think it was more just he felt something. He just better safe than sorry. Sat it out and then just let it rest.
Yeah, but that's all for this weekend in the Premier League. Thankfully, we don't have any games coming up for a long time, so we have no predictions, which makes it a million times easy on the editing. But yeah, that's it for the first half of the Premier League season as it breaks for the World Cup. What are your thoughts so far on the season, boys? How are you feeling about your teams and teams competing around you guys?
For the start that we had and what Ten Hag is building, I think we're on a good track. So I'm excited to see what the second half brings, and hopefully Ronaldo's not on the squad anymore because it's better for us. No negativity, but
United have had
awesome.
some roller coaster results, but as expected when you're trying to rebuild.
oh, okay.
Trust me, I've been there, buddy.
A lot.
You've
So
been there
many
for a
years.
long time too. What about you, buddy?
I'm just. My team's playing beautiful football.
Yeah, I can't imagine any of us would be happier than you right now.
No, I'm absolutely ecstatic for the rest of the season. I mean, I do worry our squad depth is going to fail us, but I don't know. It's just seeing those 11 players combine and just play beautiful every weekend. And then Saliba and Gabriel with an amazing center back pairing, which Gabriel deserves to go to the World Cup. I don't care. Yeah, he's made his mistakes, but he has played amazing alongside Saliba, and I think he could do the same thing in the World Cup. But there's obviously a lot of talent in that center back position. But regardless, fluid offense, strong defense on the counters. I'm happy. It's great midfield. Who would have thought Xhaka would have been probably one of the best midfielders in the Premier League?
Yeah, I'm happy for you guys, man.
Ecstatic.
Well, okay, no, I'm not happy for Arsenal. I'm happy for you personally. You deserve this after getting it out the mud and suffering with this team for many years. Me personally, this is the least fun I've had watching football in forever, bro.
Alexander, lack of
When was the
threat
last
every
time?
week.
The Mourinho year
Last time what?
that you guys
Chelsea
were this
muddy.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016, bro. Which oddly enough was the year that really made me fall in love with this team. But whatever, bro. I'm hoping that what gives me hope for Chelsea is literally Arsenal and Arteta holding on to that for years and it finally working out. I think with the roster overhaul and Potter getting the players that he wants will probably come back a lot better. But this team is gonna need a couple of years to get a culture shift, and hopefully the owners and management backs Potter to do it long enough. We know Chelsea haven't done that in previous years, but whatever, man. This is the worst season.
Back him
I've
up.
had as a Chelsea
Back him
fan
up.
so far.
Because I was very quietly on the Arteta out train a couple years, like a season and a half ago. So
Yeah.
hang in there, buddy.
No, I'm
It gets
definitely
brighter.
I'm definitely gonna back up Potter.
That Arteta,
It was just frustrating. It was
Yeah.
more emotional talk more than like understanding the actual game.
I just didn't understand it because you guys weren't signing players yet, and the quality of player that he wanted. So that's where I didn't understand.
It's just we've seen Wenger do it, and like obviously emotions talking. If he could do obviously all-time coach, but you're like, why can't he just do better than 8th place?
Yeah.
Like what's so hard? But
It's the
I mean,
same thing.
clearly
I feel
it's pretty hard.
I feel that Potter will. I said this before when I said I think you guys should sign Potter. I think you guys just need to be patient with him.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna back him, but when I'm not gonna back is Aubameyang and Ziyech and fucking Mason Mount, Gallagher. Like,
To be fair, these are not his signings, so
I know, but
he needs time.
Yeah, I'm not. These players are the ones pissing me off, man. We, like I said a million times, in a roster overhaul, but whatever. For this season, not having fun, and I give up. Whatever. We're gonna come back next year. But whatever. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Switch the Field. We are gonna finally stop talking about this awful season for me personally. And we're gonna come back with coverage of the greatest human experience on the planet, which is the World Cup, which is unfortunately happening in Qatar. But regardless, a lot of videos about the World Cup coming. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Alfredo.
I'm Sebastian Marquez.
And I'm G Roach.
Thank you guys for watching.